It's Mr. Stewart from Read 20. I have another story for you today. This one is by Mo Willems. Everybody knows Mo Willems from Piggy and Elephant, from Knuffle Bunny, Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. Very talented man. Today we're looking at Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs, which is a very sarcastic take on the old Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Yeah, that's what this is all about. On the inside cover, we see some possible stories. Maybe we'll write one called Goldilocks and the Three Hippos, or Goldilocks and the Three Alligators. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Or Goldilocks and the Three Clams. Everybody loves clams. No, how about Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs? Anybody want to guess who this is? Yes, her golden locks may have given us away. This is our hero, our main character, our protagonist, Goldilocks. Once upon a time, there were three dinosaurs: Papa Dinosaur, Mama Dinosaur, and some other dinosaur who happened to be visiting from Norway. Well, that's kind of random. Some weird things going on in this house. Why is this phone wired to the wall? And why is it so far from the mouthpiece to the earpiece? Anybody got any guesses? One day, for no particular reason, the three dinosaurs made up their beds. They positioned their chairs just so and cooked 3 bowls of delicious chocolate pudding at varying temperatures. Yes, varying. Not staying the same, but changing. Different temperatures. Varying temperatures. And then Papa Dinosaur said in his loud, booming voice, "Oh boy, it's finally time to leave and go to the someplace else." And Mama went, "Yes, I sure hope no innocent little succulent child happens by our unlocked home while we're someplace else." And I think they do hope that some little girl comes by. I think they want somebody to know that they're leaving and going someplace else. Then the other dinosaur made this loud noise that sounded kind of like a big evil laugh, but it was probably just some polite Norwegian expression, don't you think? Har, 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 anybody speak Norwegian? Well, then the three dinosaurs went someplace else. They were definitely not hiding in the woods waiting for an unsuspecting little kid to come by. Yeah, they were. Sarcasm. Sure enough, 5 minutes later, a poorly supervised little girl named Goldilocks came traipsing along. And just then the forest boomed with what could have been a dinosaur yelling, "Gotcha!" But I'm pretty sure that was just the wind. And that loud noise was immediately followed by another loud noise that sounded kind of like, "Be patient, Papa Dinosaur, our trap is not yet sprung." But that could have just been a rock falling or a squirrel, don't you think? Either way, Goldilocks was not the type of little girl who listened to anyone or anything. For example, Goldilocks never listened to warnings about the dangers of barging into strange, enormous houses. So as soon as she came across a strange, enormous house, she barged right in. Maybe she should have looked at the welcome mat because it's a little sarcastic too. Welcome! Inside, Goldilocks immediately smelled 3 bowls of delicious chocolate pudding. "Mmm," she said, "that chocolate pudding smells delicious. If only I could get all the way up to the top of that counter." And then Goldilocks noticed a very tall ladder that just happened to be there and certainly wasn't left on purpose. Goldilocks climbed up the ladder and found herself face to face with 3 gigantic bowls of chocolate pudding. The first bowl of chocolate pudding was too hot, but Goldilocks ate it all anyway because, hey, it's chocolate pudding, right? The second bowl of chocolate pudding was too cold, but who cares about that when you've got a big bowl of chocolate pudding in your face? Not her. The third bowl of chocolate pudding was just right. But Goldilocks was on such a roll right now, she hardly even noticed. And what's with these initials? PD? MD? D of N? Soon, Goldilocks was stuffed. Stuffed like one of those delicious chocolate-filled little girl bonbons, which, by the way, are totally not the favorite things in the whole world for a hungry dinosaur. Yeah, I think we just learned what a hungry dinosaur's favorite thing in the whole world is. Chocolate-filled little girl bonbons. You know, little dessert treats. Now she's tired and groggy when she notices 3 chairs in the living room. So she climbed back down the ladder and walked out of the kitchen. Now, the first chair, it was too tall. The second chair was too tall. But the third chair was too tall. Goldilocks was not going to climb that high just to sit in some silly old chair. So she hiked over to the bedroom. When she got there, Goldilocks noticed that the beds were also gigantically big. "What's going on around here?" groaned the exhausted girl. "The bears that live here must be nuts." But how many bears are living in this house? None. Just then, the room filled with a loud, booming noise that could have been a passing truck or maybe a dinosaur gloating. "Yeah, just a few more minutes and she'll be asleep. You know, delicious chocolate-filled little girl bonbons are always yummier when they're well rested." Yep. Even a little girl who never listens to anyone or anything had to hear that, don't you think? I don't know, what do you think? Goldilocks took a minute to stop and think, which was way longer than she was used to stopping and thinking. Ouch. And she told herself, "Hey, this isn't some bear's house. This is some dinosaur's house." Yeah. So you can say what you like about old Goldilocks, but she was no fool. And then as quickly as she could, she ran to the back door and got herself out of there. I wonder what gave her a clue that this was a dinosaur's house. The phone wired to the wall? Just then, a loud plane flew by, which sounded pretty much like a trio of dinosaurs yelling, "Now!" or "Charge!" or the Norwegian expression for "chewy chewy bon bon time." But sadly, they were too late. Goldilocks was gone, and all that was left in their house was 3 disappointed dinosaurs. It says the end, but trust me, there's more. Lucky for us, Mo Willems has provided the moral of the story right here. So the moral of the story is, if you ever find yourself in the wrong story, well, maybe you should leave. Or if you happen to be a dinosaur, well, there's a totally different moral of the story for dinosaurs. The moral for dinosaurs is, lock the back door! Or your little chewy chewy bonbon girl is going to get away every time. Now that is the end. You see what I mean about the sarcasm? Saying things you don't really mean, but you say them in a humorous way. You might say the exact opposite of what you mean, but you say it sarcastically so people know that you don't mean what you said, you meant the opposite. Like on a rainy day when you look outside and say, "Ah, what a beautiful day." Which would be true if you really loved a rainy day, but most people prefer a sunny day. So sarcasm, it's a thing. It's fun, it's interesting, and it made this story a little more exciting than it would have been otherwise, in my humble opinion. All right, thanks for tuning in today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and you have lots of good stories to read. So let's play a little more of the Beethoven 9th tune.